Hey everybody, welcome back. Today is July 12th, 2024, and as promised, I am doing the Press X kit from Not Polished today. This is my first time, and I'm going to be using my non-dominant hand to do my dominant hand. Okay, so I believe this is one of the first 2 or 3 times I've actually have done a nail video using my non-dominant hand to do some things to my right hand. I have my nails here, and I've already marked what size I need, and I put a little posting on the inside. I'll probably show you guys that in a second. And the thing is, you're supposed to be able to do this in 3 steps, and I hope so, because I'm always picking the wrong time to do my nails, and I am pressed for time. Okay, so I'm supposed to be able to dehydrate, prime, and then glue them on. And I really wish I had planned this better. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to get you guys, at a better angle. I'm going to try and like have you guys looking kind of downwards. And we're going to go from there. This thing is going to be in the way because I think I'm going to actually have to, well, no, you know what? I might be able to leave this right here. This is their, what is this called? Their Flash Pro light. I don't know if you guys can see that. And it comes in the Press X kit if you want to get the kit. And this is not a paid promotion, so everything you see here was paid for. So let's go ahead and get started. And yeah, I don't know. I'm not used to doing nail videos where they're kind of angled down like that. So I'm trying to think if I want to really do that, or I just want to keep everything how it is. And then I have my powders over there ready. I have my colors picked out, my spoons, my brushes, all that stuff. So, well, you know what? Since I'm not used to recording like that, I'm going to just keep it rolling how we are. And I think, let me look and see what you guys can see. I know I kind of filmed where it's zoomed in already. So, well, yeah, no, I don't like that angle. Okay, give me a second. All right, let's try that for this video. So yeah. Today was not a good day. My husband's going to be home early, and I want to be able to show you guys my nails. So this might be a 2-part video for when I finish. Those little Post-it notes I got from Walmart, they have a little bit of stickiness underneath some of them. Let's see. So we're doing the right hand. Okay, so I need a size 8 for my pinky. This is the part I usually don't do on camera. I usually have everything picked out. And this set here comes in half sizes. There are 14 sizes. There's a total of 630 pieces, just in case you are unaware of Not Polished or their products. And I don't know if you guys can see that because it'll be upside down to you kind of, but these are soft gel extension, extra thin cuticle edge nails. Okay, and this is the natural square long. And what I've noticed that the difference is between their Press It kit, which I've never tried, in this kit, is that these nails aren't as long. Okay, so there's my middle finger. Here's another one for my index finger. So the half sizes are 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, and 6.5. And they're marked with 0.5 for the half numbers. I'm gonna go ahead and get this box out of the way because I know now that it's angled down. It's literally like right in your face. And the other thing that I noticed about these, I've been kind of playing around with them. I haven't really been using them on, I don't even know where to put this. I guess I can put them here. They shouldn't fall. But yeah, these nails, what I noticed, you don't really have to do too much to the bottom here, to the cuticle area. They kind of made sure that they shaped them kind of more so like, I would have to say a lot of people's nails, like my thumbnail, I don't know if you can tell, is kind of more square at the bottom. And so, that's why I like about them. And I did my cuticle work off camera. I just really didn't have the time to do it on. And for some reason, I think my middle finger needs a bigger nail. I'm not sure. No, you know what? I think it's okay. Okay, so most of them I'm going to be able to just glue them on. So here we go. Step 1, dehydrate. I love these bottles. I hope that they keep this for their packaging, because you guys know that they have the bond and this is called pH bond. So I asked them if this was the same formula as their regular bond, and they didn't tell me. They just told me that the pH bond and the prime time were for taking the shine off your nails and taking the oils out. Okay, so in one of their videos I saw on Instagram, I think it was, and whenever they post something on Instagram, I think what happens is that it actually goes up on their Facebook too as well. Can't talk today. I don't know what's wrong with me. Maybe because I'm in a hurry, as usual. But I didn't even see them paint this stuff on their entire nail. But then I've seen other videos and I've seen them put this across. You're not supposed to put a lot, I think, especially of the primer. So it says it's no acid free, so I'm not, or acid free, so I'm not sure what's making it burn. And the thing is, for me, is every time I get good going with my nails, I've been doing them since last year, something will happen. I'll have to stop. So I had to stop for, I'm gonna let that dry on my hands. I had to stop for about a month and a half this time. I think it's been actually about a month and 3 weeks. And it was not very fun. You don't get a lot of practice, and your practice hand will only take you so far. So I thought if I don't do it this week, I have to wait another 2 weeks, because if I do it next week, it'll throw me off schedule. So yeah, we'll see. What I should be doing is actually, while the primer is drying, I got to the middle finger, right, is going to the last 2 fingers and seeing if I'm gonna have to actually shape them at the bottom. No. Okay, so maybe the pinky. This is the first set of full cover nails I can just glue right on. That is crazy. I thought I was going to actually have to do that, and I wasn't, to take this file and kind of shape it at the bottom, but it looks like for the right hand, I'm okay. And I haven't done any prep work to my left hand at all. What I'm going to probably do is do my left hand off camera and then come back and show you guys the finished product of all of it if I can. It all depends on when he gets home. Okay, so I think the thumb has dried enough, and you're not supposed to shake this, I don't think, so I'm just going to open it up. This is their Press X. It's their thicker builder gel. And I'm literally supposed to be able to just take this and cure it. This lamp has a 30 and a 60-second setting, and I already changed it to where I want it to start with 30 seconds. So I'm supposed to be able to take this glue, and I really hope that noise I hear is not someone coming. I know I'm expecting a package, but yeah, I'll be able to take this glue, take my nail, or this builder gel. Oh my gosh, this is a lot. Paint this on here. Ooh, you guys, I think I put too much. I think I put the amount that I would actually need. Let me just go ahead and put that back on there. That is a lot. I'm used to using solid nail glue, so I'm not used to using something that is not as solid, I guess, more of a liquid. And I'm supposed to be able to tap that bottom and turn this light on. If not, I'll have to push the white button, and that might not go too well. Okay, so let's see. Oh my gosh, you guys. And the whole thing about this is, when you put them on, is that you're supposed to get the builder gel to go down to the tip. And I really hope that's straight. So let's see. Oh no, it doesn't want to come on. I have this perfect, I have no air bubbles. It is not coming on. Oh my gosh, and I already have this on here. So let me see if I can push this button. This is already charged up. Okay. Like I said, this is my first time using this light. This is my first time using the nails and their builder gel and everything. So I'm really hoping this goes well because I did not plan on doing my nails today. I was going to wait, and I said if I wait, like I said, I have to wait for 2 more weeks. Maybe that wasn't enough builder gel. Okay, so the light went off. Okay, that went better than I expected. And I'm not going to cut them too much because they're already a pretty good length. There you guys go. Okay, so here we go. Let's keep going. And maybe I didn't put it as much as I thought. So now I should be able to tap that bottom and it should come back on. Okay, so I'm going to tell you guys a story while I'm doing this. And it's not as difficult as I'm making it look. It's just that I'm nervous. It's hot in here. If I have my AC come on, honestly, it's like 2 jets. I think I told you guys, like, it's seriously super noisy. And so I had to turn it to where it was off. And then I couldn't remember how loud my portable fan is. So I'm going to be roasting by the time I finish doing this. And then I'm also using some new colors today. So before I started my story, one of the things that I saw was that on someone else's channel, on their description box, they put the finger and then the color powder that they use on that specific finger. And I like that, so I'm going to do that in my description box. But yeah, anyway, okay, so to my story. And I don't know, maybe it'd be easier if over here, but maybe next I have to hold it with my left hand. So like I said, you're supposed to put it down on there and try and get the builder gel to go all the way to, I think that's called the free edge. I think the tip of your fingernail, if not the tip of your fingernail, without any air bubbles. Okay, and then after this, we're supposed to go in the lamp for 30 seconds. So let me see. And I do have one of those, what do you call it? One of those armrests, but I have never used it. That did not go well. I noticed that it was spreading, but not how I wanted it to. Great, now there's a bubble. Okay, I think I should have went a size up. But yeah, okay, so anyways, I was outside, there we go. And it was nighttime. And I went down by the lake. This Airbnb that we were at had a lake. The houses were around one. And so I made the mistake of opening my phone, and the light attracted a whole bunch of bugs. And before I knew what I should say, realized we were surrounded by bugs. That's not, I can tell that's not on there that well. I don't know, maybe it'll cure right. It's on their cricket. That's not good, you guys. Look at that. How am I going to get that off? And I can see that big, it's a huge air bubble. Oh my gosh. And it's on there. This is not going well. I kind of wish I wasn't recording right now. These are supposed to be soaked off. I don't even know how to get that off. I think it's the angle I'm having to hold it. Okay, so the lamp the light's easy to use. It's just that, like I said, me and my skill, I told you guys, oh my goodness, I could have had them all on by now. Maybe if I hold the light like that, but I don't even know what to do about this one. This is going to hurt if I try and take this off of here. Maybe because that air bubble's down there, it'll come off. But it's not wanting to, and it's super crooked. I would have to file that straight, and I didn't want to have to do any filing. I wonder if oh, that hurts. Okay, it's on there. That's not good. It's going to look like a stiletto by the time I'm finished with that. I don't even know how to get that off. But yeah, anyway, so I turned around. Let's try this again. I'm gonna try and do it like this. So now we know don't do it to the side. I've never glued on my nails crooked like that before. Oh, ouch. And that's probably not gonna stay on. I'm so frustrated right now, and it's super hot in here. Okay, so this one I don't think is going to last very long, even though it is on there. And then I don't know, when I cure it more, maybe that glue will dry in there. But I have to keep going because I'm recording. But yeah, so anyway, let me open this up, this box, the box of nails, to make sure I'm putting the right sizes on there, because that would be the worst thing, is get it there and it looks like it's the right size and then it's not. And since I haven't worn nails, like I said, it'll be, you might as well call it 2 months. Me functioning with them on, it's not going to be that easy anymore. I knew I shouldn't have stopped for this long, but I had to let my nails grow all the way out. I'll tell you guys that story in a second. Okay, so we're in the middle and it's supposed to be a 6. Okay, it is. But yeah, anyway, so I turned around and I ran because I realized that we were surrounded by bugs and I didn't see the first step of the stone steps that were outside that led down to the lake, and I fell. And when I say fell, you guys, I mean I fell hard. And so I don't know if you guys saw the video where I showed how to put back on nails that you've already pre-decorated with the solid nail glue. I have 2 of those videos. One's a little bit longer than the other. And yeah, in that video, I realized that in that video and some other videos, I think I did a video of this backpack I had them custom design on Amazon. And I realized that you could see my bruises, and I was thinking people are probably going to be like, Lorraine, what happened? And that's what happened. That's how I got those bruises. It took a while for them to heal. Okay, so let me go ahead and see if I can get this one on straight. I might have to go back to the solid nail glue. I don't know. And then the lighting in here, even though I have the lights on and stuff like that, we have a skylight, the pro light is blocking my light. But yeah. So that was that story, and it hurt. It took me a while to I don't know why this thing will not come on while I'm tapping it. Now it doesn't want to come on. I don't think it's, and if I push on it, it's going to pop off because it's not all one piece, this light. It is seriously not want to come on. It has never not worked for me. There it goes. Okay, now I got to put the nail back on. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is actually, I take that back. I said I was making it look hard. No, it is hard. And this angle's not going to work either. At least I didn't glue that on there. That's not going to work. And you can't stop it once it's going. Like, you actually have to let it run down. Okay, so at least I didn't put that on there. And the glue is all over the place. Let me see. I have a little pad here that has a little bit of alcohol on it. But yeah, okay, so the story about why did I have to wait for a month and a half to do my nails? Well, one day I took them off, or actually I was just doing not even a fill. I took them off because every week they would come off like they were press-ons, which was fine for me. I didn't really mind that. I am so upset about this other nail. Maybe I'll... No, it's not going to let loose. Of course, later on when I am out somewhere, it's going to pop off. But yeah, so anyway, I thought that it was product on my nail, and it wasn't. It was actually my nail. And I was filing. I have the light over here. It's going to be like right in your face. But you know what? That might be easier for me. Let me see if I can bend this down more and get it away from you guys. Because I know it's like right there. It probably looks huge. But anyway, yeah, so I was in the process of kind of doing what you see me doing now. And let's see, I'm trying to focus real quick. Yeah, so I was in the process of taking some on, taking some off. And I was going over it with the drill. And I thought that it was product and it wasn't, basically. So I heard this crackling. It was like crack, 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 crack. It sounded like Rice Krispie treats, you guys. It was awful. And I realized that that was my nail, and I did not know that our nails have different layers. It's not just one piece. And so it literally took all that time for it to grow back out. So yeah, ooh, that one went on really straight. So yeah, it took all that time. I could probably cut that and soak that off. Let me just get the rest of them on. The glue didn't go too much far past or builder gel. Like I said, if it's not glue, and then it is on my cuticles, but that's okay. At least I'd rather have it on straight than anything. So yeah, I'm gonna have to have a light over here, and then I have no clue how this is gonna go for the other nail. But yeah, it was all bad. It looked like a jigsaw puzzle. My nails, it was pretty terrible. And so I had to just keep waiting. And you know how your nails tend to grow faster when they have fake nails on them? I thought about taking that approach and I didn't. I got this 9-in-1 nail aid from Walmart. I love that stuff. I use it as a top coat for my toes. It's in like a purplish pink bottle, more so pink than purple. And it worked really well. It helped a lot. It has keratin in it. It has, I think, avocado oil in it. It has almond oil in it, I believe. And I didn't think that you could have so many different properties. It could be a top coat. It could be a base coat. Like I said, it was for nail aid and stuff like that. And so I just kept that on there, and it tells you to do it every so often. And you can just take it off with regular nail polish. So I really like that stuff. And so that was my go-to for me trying to protect my nails while they were growing back out. Okay, that was way too much glue. My hands were shaking. So yeah, here they are, almost 2 months later. So it was supposed to be as easy as 1, 2, 3. It is. If you're used to doing your nails, this would be a breeze for you. Like, you already would have been done cutting them, shaping them probably. You probably would have been on to the putting this stuff on, and here I am barely getting this stuff on, and we're probably like 30 minutes in. So that's the other thing. When I first started doing my nails, it was relaxing. It was therapeutic. I have to honestly say it is no longer therapeutic when you realize that you are trying to get it like how you see it at a shop. And when you realize that you're not going to be that good in the beginning. And you kind of wonder, like, when are you going to get good? And so it's really frustrating. Yeah, this is not as easy as it looks. I said it was, but no, it's not. And of course the light is still going. Okay, so I'm gonna wait. Let me see. It did stop. And I barely tapped it. Did you guys see that? The things that happen when you're recording that probably wouldn't when you're not. So you can stop it. That's what I was thinking. I tested the lamp. I did a whole video on this. But yeah, so There's a couple people that think I should just go ahead and stop altogether, and I like having my nails done. I just really wish I could get it consistently going, and I shouldn't be thinking negative, but I was thinking, okay, we have a trip coming up next month, and if the same thing happens again, then at least I'll have time to grow them back out. And I know I shouldn't be thinking that way, but I mean, with the way my look has been going, I'm really frustrated like all the time. Okay, so what I'm supposed to do now, let me close this before I knock these all over. I'm supposed to put my hand in the lamp for 30 seconds. That's considered a full cure for this set for these nails. But let me pause and see if I can get this off because I can't have the crooked. That's going to bother me. So I'll be right back. All right, you guys, I'm back. Let me screw the top back on all this stuff. You guys can't see, but it looks like a little science lab behind me here. It definitely was a lot easier to take off than it was to put on. They are definitely soft gel nails. I dipped them in acetone and just kept kind of working with them. So this is the result. Hopefully they look like this when I finally take them off because I will have to redo them again. But let's try it again. I got another nail sitting here and I already went back over the nail prep and everything. So I'm going to go ahead, and I probably should not do this because my nails are super sensitive, but I'm going to go ahead and dehydrate them again. Go ahead and prime them again. I also got my step 2 base for the dip method. I saw there was a lady on YouTube. She has a YouTube channel. Her name is Nikki Porter, and I don't know her, but I saw her do the dip method with the spoon, and that seemed to be the easiest for me. If you know the story, then you know that I was using monomer, and pretty much it kind of went like how you just saw it went with my nails with this Flash Pro Light, which shouldn't have been that difficult, but it was. But plus I get migraines, and the monomer was triggering my migraines, and so it really was not working out very well. And then I still had old product on from when I got my nails done at a shop that I had never went to. And I think my nail was honestly probably infected before that, but what I learned was it can spread. And so I did not know that. And it was the same 2 fingers on each hand. And so the doctor told me I had to wait for 6 months, and I was able to only wait for 3, maybe 3.5, and start back doing my nails. And then I was still doing half cover tips, and that really was not working. Simply because with half cover tips, I just couldn't get them to stay on. So one thing I found out was that I was using the wrong base from Not Polished. And even after I started using this step 2 base, this thing did not just time out and turn off. Oh my gosh. And now I'm tapping and it doesn't want to turn on. Okay, so this thing is just gonna, you're gonna kind of have to play around with it. But so yeah, half cover tips were not working for me, so I went to full cover tips. I started with, like I said, solid nail glue, the Macart, and here we are with this. Okay, so this should have been a little easier for me to do, but I mean, you live and learn, and now I kind of know how to take them off. Of course, I'm going to also include foil when I try to take them off. So what I saw that you do is you take either a cotton ball, or you can take, that is, there we go. That's how it's supposed to look. Okay, so let me move this out of the way. But yeah, you take a cotton ball and you can rip it apart, or you can, sorry if this is super huge in your face, or you can take those no lamp wipes, especially the ones I guess that have the hole in it. Oh, it's already preset at 30 seconds. I forgot the not polished lamp. Okay, so the next step was supposed to be, I was supposed to put my hand in here. And then I have to say, I like this builder gel more because it did heat up a little bit while it was curing, but it was nothing like the solid nail glue. Solid nail glue sometimes feels like you set your finger on fire. And so if it's in the lamp, I learned to take my hand out, turn my hand upside down for a couple seconds, and then put my hand back in. And so I learned that from watching like a whole bunch of videos and stuff like that. And you know, at the shop, they just tell you, oh, take your hand out. They never tell you to put your hand upside down before you turn it right side up and put it back in, right? So I never knew that. So I'm glad that I started watching the videos. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them. And they are a little bit longer than I thought they would be on. The pinky's a little crooked. I don't care at this point. I'm just happy that they're on. And there's a little piece here that has like a little, I call it a little ball. The way I get around having to shape, because apparently one of my favorite files is just not wanting to behave anymore. That's so crazy because I haven't had it for that long. But I clip off the tip, and then that keeps me from having to file them and shape them. So next we're going to do the powder part. I'm trying to decide how long I want them. I had a tape measure. It's going to sound crazy, but you guys know I measure everything. And I thought, oh, I don't want them longer than a ½ an inch from my fingers. And so, yeah, let's see, if I were going to cut someone else, I cut like this, right? So I think this is right. I'm just going to cut the tip. This is a little too long for me. And now I'm all nervous. And I didn't run my AC because I knew that I would want to keep it on. So I kind of just left it off. So hopefully this part goes okay, because I don't want to have to spend the next 10 minutes trying to get this off. Let's see. I might have to do a little bit of filing with that. That's not even. So I try and sit super straight. And then cut. And that has been what's been saving me from having to file them, because trying to file them across the top, I'm not really that good at it. I'll go a little bit shorter. I didn't even get anything off of that. Keep in mind, like I said, please bear with me, because like I said, it has been almost 2 months since I've done my nails. And so I had gotten to the point where I was like, okay, I'm doing pretty well, right? And then it was like, and you know, like X factor. And if there was a fourth X that I could get, I would have gotten it. And so it was not working. And the first time I did full cover nails, I actually did everything before. Yeah, I did all of it, like the shaping down by the cuticle area and the cutting them, because I made those aquarium solid, what do you call them? Not solid, I was thinking aquarium or liquid nails is what I was trying to think of. Okay, that's a little bit shorter than what I wanted for my ring finger. That's gonna look awkward if I don't. Yeah, but the first time I did full cover nails, I actually cut them and measured them and everything off my hand, because I ended up having to make the liquid nails. Okay, that looks better. Yeah, but I ended up having to make I'll have to make my thumb just a little shorter. My liquid nails on those stands, and I call them the little chess pieces. The ones where you sit them down on the magnet. And so, yeah, I did the whole thing like that. And then I glued them on like press-on nails. And so I have been doing this all different types of ways. I'm going to tell you, for me personally, as you can see from me shaking and everything else, it is difficult for me to cut them with them on my fingers. And so it's going to have to be looking how it's looking right now, because I'm frustrated and I'm hot. And I had planned on already being on the other part of this, the dip part. And to be quite honest with you, I feel like I should have left them alone, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and cut them in the pinky nail. I don't want it that long. That's still a little too long for me. I want it a little bit shorter. And it gets easier after a while, because then with the other hand, I can kind of just go from there. Okay, so I literally, honestly, just cut them like that, and I don't even go across the top of them, because the dip method, you're going to see when I start it right now. Let's go ahead and clean this up really quick. You're going to see that you really don't have to do a lot of shaping, a lot of filing, anything like that. I don't do any. And then also, if I was using half cover tips, this is the part where I would be taking the step 2 base. Let me throw this away real quick. My trash can's just right here. I don't have to pause anymore. I guess I'm kind of pressed for time. So let me go ahead and get the powders here, and I'll tell you the names of them and everything like that. But yeah, so usually it would be 2 layers of clear powder first, but that's what I like about full cover nails is I can skip that part. And then I got these really cute brushes. Well, this one came out of a set from Amazon, but this pink one came from a set from Walmart in the makeup section. And there's about 6 or 7 brushes in there. And then there's something that looks like this, but it's long. I don't think it's a cuticle pusher. I think those are makeup brushes. See, I need my spoons here. I already labeled them. Don't worry. We don't need to do any more prep. Okay, so I don't need the gems for now. I just need to get this stuff on here. Okay, so I have them all marked and everything like that. But yeah, these came in a set, and then I thought, oh, they can be color coded. That's great, because if I'm using blue powder or orange powder, whatever color the brush is, I can go ahead and use it, and some of them have 2. This is the biggest brush out of the set. Okay, so what I wanted to do was my little bear. I have some bears here. I have some other bears too, but these bears, you guys have probably seen them before. I'm going to put them on, I think my thumb and my middle finger are probably the biggest fingers that I have. Maybe not since I cut this so short, but I mean for surface area. And so I think I'm going to put maybe him on here, and the other one, maybe I'll put on the middle finger here. So underneath this one, I wanted the color to match the shirt. And some of the colors I can't pronounce because it has her name in it. Some of it is from the birthday set. Okay, so I'm going to be using Dream Seduction, I think. Oh, that's right. I wanted to use this is Pixie Crystal. I'll show you guys in a second when I take the top off. And then this is OMG 5 Nightcap. It's a really pretty color. And then this is the one where it has her name and Licious. I can't say it. I don't know if you pronounce the H or not. Thao-licious. I'm not sure how to say that. OG229. Okay, so I think I wanted that one under here. So I'm trying to think, because I really like this sugar effect. So I want it on, I don't want it on my thumb. Maybe I'll do sugar effect on this finger. And I think I'm going to make them, the only thing that's not going to match is where the bears are. So, let's see here. This is too close to the color of the bear. That's not going to have anything on top of it. I think this one I was going to use actually to go underneath this bear. So this is going to be, I think that would be my ring finger if I do it over here. So you guys probably won't see me do this a whole other hand, especially since I had such a setback. Okay. And I have to decide right now simply because I'm not going to do the clear powder. Okay, so it has a little paper inside there. I usually try and keep the tops and everything near each other. And then I said, this is, well, with my luck that I've already had, I'm not going to do that. So this is Dream Seduction. This is OG, they believe it's 185. Yeah, 185. And it's a very light pink. Okay, so we're going to see what does it look like once liquid is put to it. Okay, so that's going to be the thumb because the bear is going to go in there. Let me move the bear out of the way. And then this one, like I said, is her name. Licious is OG229. It's really pretty color. And like I said in the description box, I'm going to put which finger has which color on it. Okay, so I'm probably going to do the rest of the editing on my computer. Oh, that's pretty. It has sparkles in it. I think I might actually want that under the bear, but I want to have it kind of show, so I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to take this one off last because, or put it on last because I need to use that gel. I'll show you in a second. And then this one's really pretty. It's a bright pink. I think I want this one maybe for the thumb. This is a pretty color. This is, like I said, OMG 5 Nightcap. And see how bright that is? And it has like little hexagon shapes in it and not just glitter. So I need a big surface for that. So that's why I think I'm going to use that for that thumb. And I'm not going to put anything over it. So hopefully I can get that there. And then we'll just kind of go from there. And then I'll figure out what I'm going to do on this finger. This one might have the Licious on here. And then I think maybe I'm going to put the sugar effect here. Or actually, I'm sorry, this Pixie Crystal on here. I told you guys I can't talk today. And then my pinky finger, I'm going to wing it. I don't even know. Okay, so since I'm going to skip the clear powder part, I'm going to warn you about the step 2 base. Sometimes it has a super strong smell and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it literally feels like it smacked you in your face. I don't know what to say. I can't remember if they said if monomer was in here or not. I don't want to say that. And then there isn't any in there. It's just sugar effect spoon. And then this is the nightcap spoon. So I have everything all, how would you say? Oh, I hope this did not dry out. I have 2 of them sitting here just in case. I don't want any more hiccups. And I actually, oh no, I cannot turn my lamp off. We're going to cure for 60 seconds. Like I said, we're skipping a couple steps because we don't have the half cover. Okay, so I need to leave my light on and just remember to push the 60-second button. So I hope that your day is not going like mine. I hope that it's going a lot smoother. And the cool thing about doing the full cover nails instead of the half cover is that I can start down here in the cuticle area. Remember, I'm predominantly right-handed, so this is kind of difficult, and I haven't been used to the smell. The smell's not too bad right now. Some of the powders you're going to find where you want to let this kind of, ooh, there goes my eyes. You kind of want to let this sit on here. And some of the powders you're going to want to put it on right away. I can tell you with the clear powder, if you're doing this with half cover tips, you want to put the clear powder on it almost as soon as you paint this on. My eyes are burning. And you don't really need this much, but if you don't paint it on as even as you can, it kind of dries that way. And I've gotten to the point to where, well, before I had to stop, I was able, that's not even, I was able to actually get it so even that I didn't even have to file over the top. Now, when you use your half cover tips, you're kind of going to have, or I should say not have a choice somewhat. It's not that you'll have to do a lot of shaping, but yeah, you might not have a choice. And the Dream Seduction has a little bit of glitter in it as well. So you just take it. Let me see if I can get where I can see it. You just take it literally and sprinkle it on. And so long as you don't get it on your finger, it should clean off fairly easy. That's what the brushes are for. So that's what I also like, is that sometimes with a full cover, you don't really have to turn your finger too much to see if you got it. Down by the cuticle area, kind of, yeah, but for the rest of it, not really. I found that this was more difficult with half cover tips than full cover. Just kind of tap. Okay, so we said for the ring finger, as I was thinking about doing, oh, that's right, wherever I'm going to put the bear, that one's going to be for the light bear, and I'm going to put it on my, I said, oh, the bear's for the other finger. Okay, so I can do whatever I want over here. That's right. So this one I said I was going to do with the Thao-licious one, I think. And then what am I going to do for the ring finger? I'm going to do the OMG5 for the ring finger. So let's do this one. Let's get the spoon for it. Usually I would paint more than one, but I'm trying to slow myself down because I know I'm rushing. And then you want to make sure that you have a good amount in your bottle. Because you definitely want this stuff to get painted on there. It's specifically formulated to be a sticky surface for the powder. And I think as the year goes on, this is getting just a little bit more difficult for me to do this. because of lighting. Yeah, my skylight. Okay. And I think I can go ahead and do the middle finger as well. I was going to just do part of it. That way you guys weren't having to sit here with me going through my whole hand. But I'll at least take you guys through the whole hand here. The hardest part is having to remember that your other fingers are right by your body. So for me, it's like having to be careful. Okay, I don't want this to dry too much, so let's go ahead and put those powders on here. So like I said, this is going to be, oh, it's a very sparkly color. And the other hard part is like keeping your other fingers out of the way. Ooh, pretty. And I thought I had this all figured out. You would think with me not being able to do this for a whole month and 3 weeks that I would have already have picked the fingers and everything like that. And then today, like I said, I didn't even really plan on doing it. And then I was like, no, you need to. You're losing whatever skill you did learn, and you haven't gotten very far and gotten very good. And so I had to really talk myself into sitting down. Plus I haven't walked yet. That's why I'm dressed like this, just in case you're wondering. I'm not that bad with my fashion. Usually I walk after I do my nails, and so that's why in most of my videos you're going to see me dressed like I'm about to go jogging. And the only thing about, I would have to say, doing the dip method with like the OMG powders is if you want that whole chunky glitter look, and be careful with the spoon. I try not to get the spoon too close to my nail, because then if it touches it, if it's wet enough, it'll make an indentation, and then you'll be really upset after. And I'm going to tell you, if you have to stand up, do what you have to do. Okay, get it done how you can, because trying to keep one finger out the way. And then I tried this with ombre before, and oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm going to take that there, and then 60 seconds, and then we're going to do the other ones. And I don't want to have to reach too far, and I don't want to have to keep moving my lamp, so I'm just going to have to roll myself over. Okay, so it should be in 30. So yeah, 60 seconds for a full cure. And you guys saw I almost fell backwards. And you know what, this powder is in the way. Let me move that, because I will knock that over. It's not just my luck, I'm that clumsy. So, into the lamp. And then again, if I feel any type of burning or anything like that, I just take my hand out, turn my hand upside down. For the most part, if I put enough base on there, the powder's on there enough to where when I turn my hand upside down, I haven't experienced too much of the powder falling off, and my fingers feel okay right now. Just around the cuticle area, it's kind of just a little bit, but I've experienced that before when I have a new full set. So it's not too bad. But yeah, that's pretty much it, honestly, you guys. I know usually when people say that, you expect for the video to be over, but I'm just saying, so far as the process is concerned, and you just want to make sure that you have your brushes set out right, like I said. So this is going to be for the light color. That's why I picked the light color brush. And you just brush, and then I'll show you guys. And then don't panic if a whole bunch of powder comes off. Like I said, this is where you start to find out with the different colors, which ones are you going to have to let the base sit a little bit longer, and which ones you're going to have to put powder on right away. So as you can see, I have very little on my fingers. Okay, so I'm going to use the little brush for this one, and it gets messy. So don't be surprised if you have powder like all over the place. And then you don't have to brush really hard. Like I said, don't worry. What's going to come off is going to come off regardless, and that's why you end up having to do multiple layers. Oh wow, see, like a lot of this one's coming off. So I'm going to assume I need to put more base and let it sit longer. Yeah, the majority of it came off. Okay, and then for the Pixie crystal one, you're supposed to, I might as well do it on camera because I've never done it before. So first time for everything. I don't know how well this is gonna go, and I don't want to use my cuticle pusher, so I just realized that I'm gonna need something to spread this on. I'm gonna need a brush. That's why I didn't want to do this on camera just yet. You know what, you guys, give me a second. I'm gonna come right back because I need one of those brushes. Okay, so here we go. My friends, we're gonna do it together. I usually use this for my polygel. I have another one. It has a rounded tip that came as a set from Amazon. If I remember, I'll put that in the description box too. Didn't really think about the fact that I would not be able to open this. Kind of glad that I didn't wait too long because I don't have nails in this other hand. Kind of using that to my advantage right now. That fell on the floor. I'm not even quite sure I care right now, but I'll go ahead and pick it up. Okay, because I'll step on it and smash it or something like that. So you guys get to see how it's packaged and everything. Okay, so this is what I saw them use for their Pixie crystals. And I don't know about the other one that I keep accidentally calling it. So what I'm supposed to do, I have a feeling there's going to be a little piece on there. No, okay. I'm supposed to take this, and they kind of made like a S shape. I do like how much is in here. I can't remember what that stuff is called. I think it was like builder gel in a tube. It wasn't a lot in there, and I didn't really like it. I was going to try 3D with it, and I never, obviously, since I had to stop, I never got good at it. So, yeah, let me go ahead and put that right there. And then I'm supposed to be able to brush this stuff on here and then do the Pixie crystals. And from what I saw, they actually just dip their finger in there, but I don't want to do that. Okay, now I need to get, let me see how to scoop back so I can get this part. Or am I going to have Pixie crystals on half the nail? And then one time I saw a design, I want to say that they did it, or someone else did it. It was kind of cool because they had the Pixie crystals on part of the nail and then powder on the other half. And I'm not going to attempt to do that until I get better at this. And you definitely don't want to do what you just saw me do, so I'm going to smooth that out. Okay, so I don't know if that is enough, because what I don't want to have it do is I don't want to have it to where it's not a lot. Maybe I should, you know what, let's put some more on there. This is probably a no-no, but we'll see what happens. I just want to make sure I have enough on there. But I can see where you can get kind of a little creative with this if you know what to use it for. This is the way I think they should do their, if that is builder gel in that tube, I think that they should put that in a little tube like that. That'd be kind of nice. You get more to work with. So yeah, this dip method with a spoon though has really saved me. Like seriously, you guys. Okay, so this is supposed to be the Pixie crystal. So let me make sure I get my spoons mixed up. That one. The oh, and you know what? That is just my luck. I didn't even pay attention. All right, I'm gonna have to pause again because that's the wrong spoon. That's for sugar effect. Okay, so that's why I kept calling that sugar effects, because I had the wrong spoon for my powder. So I'm gonna take this. And be really careful opening this, because as you can hear, it's popping off everywhere. I'm gonna have to vacuum when I get finished with all of this. And hopefully me gluing on my nails will not go the way it went the first time. But let me see, where's my spoon for that? I just set it down there. I am not focused today. Okay, so I'm supposed to dip this, but let's see what happens if I use a spoon. And if you're wondering, yes, it is more difficult with the smaller jars of their powders. So their powders that are only they only have an ounce in them, it is harder to do the dip effect, because if you're not careful, you can have powder go everywhere. Like when you're pushing the spoon in, I love that they give you so much product, but it ends up kind of pushing itself out. And you can't see because your spoon is in the way, and so I have accidentally knocked off some powder. Let's see here. I'm not even quite sure how to, you know what? Let me see. I don't want to do it with that end. Okay, so this is where, because I definitely don't want to assume like, oh, I don't have any of that gem gel on my finger, and then I cure it and then find out, yeah, you did, and now it's stuck on there. So the main part's gonna be the cuticle area. And then if you've never watched any of my other nail videos before, I only do my nails. So that's why I knock the powder back off into the jar, and I don't really worry about the fact that someone else is going to use it. Okay, so the pinky, let's see. That's pretty. I don't know if you guys can see that, the lighting. I feel like one of my lights isn't on. Oh, that's why. Yeah, that's right. One of my bulbs is out over there. No wonder it looks weird. Okay, so pinky finger. I feel like the one with the name that I can't really say, I'm just gonna call it Licious. I feel like it's kind of light, but we'll see after I get the other layers on here. And if you're wondering, no, I'm not gonna do the other layers on camera. So when I come back, we'll be at the decorating part. And then also, besides the fact that I had that go on there not straight when I did it, I'm using my left hand, keep that in mind as well. So I kind of want, I don't want the Dream Seduction. It's too light for me. Honestly, the Delicious one is kind of light too. And I don't want to do the Pixie crystals, so I just did them there. I'm trying to think if I had another pink that I wanted on my nails that I didn't end up using. Oh, you know what? Okay, so I was gonna use not Kitty Karma. It's called, oh, Cotton Candy for next month. But I am curious how it looks, and I know it's supposed to be bright, and I do have both of them, but they're in my supply cart. But Dream Seduction is definitely too light for me. I want another bright pink on here, but I'm gonna go ahead and just for the sake of me finishing, because I know I have Porsche, but I've already done Porsche. I'm gonna go ahead and do this one Yeah, because I don't want it to dry too much. I want it to stick. And then I like how it has the glitter in it anyway, so yeah. Uh-oh. I don't think I put enough base on here. I'll get it on the second one. I saw that video where they poured the product into the other bottle. They had one bottle sitting there and they had the other bottle sitting above it. But knowing me, that would not go the way it went. They said that was a way to kind of save on the product for like the base and the gloss and stuff like that. Gloss it. Okay, so I'm going to put it in there for, and you can see already, I guess I didn't get enough base there. I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to worry about that because when I dusted it should even out. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and put another layer. Okay, so what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to pause. I have my phone plugged up to the charger. So if this goes the way I'm hoping it goes, I should be able to go ahead. I'm going to have to top off everything. Now I'm regretting not prepping my left hand at all. I'm going to go ahead and get the nails glued on and get the powder on them. And so hopefully if this goes the way that I plan, when I come back, we'll just be gluing some stuff on. Okay, so let me go ahead and take the brush for that one. That's this one, right? And just brush that off. I'm going to have to paint base on there better. So that's pretty much how it's done for the dip method with the spoon. And it's not as difficult to do if you're using monomer. Okay, so I will be back and all my hands will be done and then we'll do decorating. Okay, so actually, I guess I'll just do this standing up. I forgot to tell you guys something really quick. So the second time around, I try to make sure that the entire surface is wet, and depending on what color you use, it'll be easy to tell. So if there's any part that I missed, any part that I didn't cover the first time, and I'm like what happened with the pinky finger, that is where you make up for that at, and it should come out still even. Okay, so now I'll see you guys when I get to the decorating part. Okay, you guys, so I was able to stay paused, and let me tell you, the right hand went a lot smoother than the left. Okay, so between gluing on the nails and putting the powder on the crystals, I would probably have to say, I don't know, I would hope that I did that in less than an hour. I didn't have really any problems. I did file a little bit too much over here, and I ended up having to put a whole nother layer of powder on there so that it would look even for this color, because like I said, I cannot say her name, but you guys know the color I'm talking about. The one that has Thao-licious at the end with her name in the front. That one, as you can see, is sheer. So it wasn't going to look right even when I top coat it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of decorating. And I do want to say that there's a couple of things. So I did not, I can't remember what that word is called, encapsulate. I think that's what it's called. I did not, and I still am having trouble speaking. Oh my gosh, you guys, today has just been one of those days, I'm going to tell you. But I did not encapsulate with clear powder. And if you don't know what encapsulating is, that's when you put a clear powder coat over the color powder to protect the color powder. Okay, so you would, I was going to show you, actually I put it away already. You would take the step 2 base, and then you would go like from the cuticle area down to the tip of the finger. And then after that, painting it on as evenly as you can, then you would just top coat it with clear powder. And for me, sometimes I would do it twice because I like my nails thicker. And I'm going to tell you, if you do the dip method with the spoon, they're not going to be that thick at all. I don't know if you guys can see how thick they are, but don't expect for them to be as thick as it would be if you use monomer. Okay, so, and sorry if I'm looking kind of crazy. I think my headband's slipping backwards, but we got to get finished with this. Okay, so yeah, I also went ahead and Oh, I gloss coat. Okay, so I did not use Gloss It. I used for the first time the stain resistant top coat that comes in the Press X kit. Okay, everything you see in the Press X kit is sold separately. And I like this. I like that it's not as thick as Gloss It. The only thing I didn't like was that you have to be very, very careful, because if you don't cure it enough, then it runs like all onto your finger, and you will find yourself either taking a file, if you've gotten really good with a file with the smoothing side, or even with a drill bit. Yes, please be careful. And you will find yourself, I don't know if you can see that, but my I think that's called your skin fold, and like the area here on my finger, all of that was all nice and pretty, and I think I kind of cut myself a little bit. I should have used a safety bit, but I was being lazy. I didn't want to get up and get it. And so now if you look really closely, I don't know if it's blurring, but you can see. So I had to clean up there, and it doesn't look as pretty as the right hand. Yeah, so I learned with this, you could probably do 2 nails with this stain resistant top coat. Or you know how you take the brush and you flip it over, then you could probably do that with 1 nail and then get it to spread as much as you want, as evenly as you want, without having to dip it back in the bottle. That's just my suggestion from using this for the first time, because it is a lot on the brush. I don't care how long you let it drain. The minute you pick it up and you get ready to say, okay, I'm going to go ahead and top coat my nails, it'll drip. Okay, so not where you can't get it back to the bottle and let it drip in there, or kind of brush it off a little bit, but you will have an extra drop. Just expect an extra drop. Okay, so I have my Macart solid, no, this is not solid. I'm so used to using solid nail glue. This is Macart rhinestone glue. It comes with this, and my brush is just all icky. Don't pay attention to that. Okay, so I have this cute tweezer here. It came in a set. And I don't know, maybe really quick, I will show you the set. I don't think I've shown this before. And a lot of people kind of complain about it, so I just kind of went with my gut instinct and went ahead and still ordered it off of Amazon. And you get all of that, including that tweezer in there. It looks like that on this side. This is the name of the company here, or at least I think this is like the model. This may not be the seller, but I believe this is the manufacturer. Okay, and then it just clamps closed, and it's pretty heavy duty. It's padded on the outside. This nice soft, I don't know what that is, microfiber or something on the inside, but I just wanted to show that to you guys. Like I said, kind of followed the reviews that said that they liked it. Some people complained that it doesn't close all the way, and so I just kind of went for it. Okay, so I do have another pair of tweezers I use for my charms, but these charms, as you can see, they're big, so I'm not going to need the one that curves, and then these are small. And this came out of this bag here and was in this bag here. So this was well packaged. This also came from Amazon. And I want to do, I'm actually not really, it's so crazy. I'm not a fan of gold when it comes to my nails. One, my skin tone, it just kind of just blends in somewhat. And then two, if it's going to be gold, I want like black and gold or something like that, or white and gold. So I like bright colors, and I'm finding I don't like bright colors with gold. I'm going to put, oh, wrong finger. Okay, so this bear is going to go on here, and it's kind of short, you guys. Yes, I cut it that short, and it looks awkward. I should have left it. Okay, so hopefully I get better at these nails. I might only cut the tips and then just leave them the length almost that they are. Okay, so I take my little brush, and this is the tricky part. This is iffy. Macart, it's a hit and miss. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I wish I could sit here and I'm thinking, why cover that? I don't know. I like how see-through the one with her name, Thao-licious. Yeah, I think it's what OG I said 229. I like how see-through it is, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys. There's not too many things that I don't like from Not Polished. I'm gonna have to say and be honest that I don't like the color. It is not bright enough for me. And I watched some videos. I didn't expect for it to be bright. Obviously, it wasn't going to be bright like the color that's on my thumb. But at the same time, I was hoping that it would have a little bit more kind of pop to it. And it doesn't. Don't let that, I'm trying to get this on here. I just cleaned my fingers off, and I knew I should have waited. I used acetone. I'm going to use alcohol because another person on another video suggested that you don't wash your hands for 3 hours to do everything that you need to do, like shower, dishes, laundry, everything, before you put your nails on. And so I've been trying that. And so alcohol was my go-to. And I guess this is why I need those other tweezers. They're longer. But yeah, I am trying that method for now. Okay, so I kind of just needed to pick it up. And I've noticed that if you put some on your nail like me, and then if you put some on the charm, your charm will slide with McCart, so you have to be pretty fast. I had another little bear that I took out right here. I think I really like Dream Seduction. I think that's OG 185. It'll be in the description box, like I said earlier in the video. But I like that color so much, I'm kind of reluctant to put anything on it. I have never had a charm on my thumb before, and this little pack is cute because it has the gold and silver bears, and it comes with smaller ones that can fit like on your pinky. I am really tempted because I don't do a lot with my pinky at all. I have the crystals here, so I'm thinking, yeah, let's see. I'm not going to glue it on there, but what I usually do is if I don't know where I want a charm, I kind of lay it on my finger and kind of try to picture it on top. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it to stay long enough to kind of get a look at it and know when he flipped over too. He's going to have glitter all on his face and everything by the time I get finished. I was going to put a new paper towel, but I like the glitter sitting here. Usually I don't leave a mess. Yeah, I don't know. I can't hold it long enough to see it. Maybe if I just kind of put it halfway. No, this bear is not having it. You guys, it's like, I'm not staying on your finger. Leave me alone. He's not doing it. He's having the same day I'm having. It is pretty. I got a glimpse of it before it slid off. You would think it was butter on the back of this thing. But I really like that color. And then if I were to put it on my pinky finger, I don't know. I would get the smaller one. It's really, really teeny. I think even if it was smaller, it will look awkward. Okay, let's go ahead and glue on the other bear and then we'll see, because I did want this bear on here somewhere, but I like Dream Seduction too much to put something on top of it. Now my thumb here, this is too plain. I know that sounds kind of awkward, but I think because my thumb is bigger, I don't mind putting the bear here since I don't really care for that color, or even on my pinky, but I think it will look awkward. So I think I found his home. Let's see. Like I said, I'm gonna glue. I know exactly where I want the bigger bear, but the smaller bear, I'm gonna be able to put all this on at the same time. And let me tell you, having that Flash Pro light that you saw earlier in my video is really handy. It's too much sparkle for one finger. Okay, we'll figure out a home for him. Let's go ahead and put that on there and then see my bear slid. And don't worry, if it slides, you can pretty much slide it back where you want it. You know what? I'm going to cure that. It should still be on 60. Let me stand up and see. The good thing about not polished with the lamp, okay, not the Pro flashlight, not the lamp, the light that you guys saw earlier. You guys might be able to see it, but this one will start back wherever you preset it to. And if you don't change the presetting of 60 seconds, then it will always start off in 60 seconds. And if you watch my video on the Press X kit, then I show how to switch your preset settings. Okay, so I like mine on 30 because I consider 30, it could be considered a full cure, or usually I consider it a flash cure. But as you guys saw earlier, I know I had a lot of trouble, but with these soft gel nails, 30 seconds is considered a full cure after you put them all on. Okay, and then earlier I was gonna tell you guys, I think I had the light set to 30 by accident. The second button is 30, the third button is 60, the fourth button is 90. And so I think I accidentally set it to 30 seconds. So I'm going to have to say that I think that gluing on the nails, yes, that was going to give me a problem, but I wouldn't have had as much of a problem with how many layers I had to put on so that some of the powder didn't look see-through if I had it on the right amount of seconds. So oops. And what I like about this is you can brush it on pretty clear. My stomach's gonna start growling. You guys are probably gonna be able to hear it. But yes, I was struggling earlier. I've made a decision. I am probably not going to record me using my non-dominant hand again for nails because I'm actually a little faster than that. Well, I don't want to say a lot, but if you saw what I did with my right hand, then I was like, do you believe in magic? I thought for not doing my nails for how long did I say? A month and 3 weeks. Everything went smoothly. Like even cutting them down. Even when I realized that one of the fingers I cut it a little bit shorter than the other one, I was like, it's not that much of a difference. It's just you're a perfectionist, which you don't like about yourself. And so, yeah. Other than that, everything went fine. And then I'm going to tell you guys, I double teamed my nails. Ooh, cute. I got to get it sitting right. A little bit off in the shade, but that's okay. But yeah, I did. I double teamed my nails and I was using the Flash Pro Light, the one that's on the stand, and the lamp. I was not playing with my right hand, you guys. And then right when I was getting ready to start recording, my husband came home, but he left and went to go get dinner. And so that's giving me enough time to go ahead and to record the rest of this video. And if you've ever watched my nail videos, you know that they're longer. And sometimes I'm like, you know what, screw it. I'm not stopping the camera. I don't have time. I kind of don't want to. And usually it's really irking me right now. Okay, so I won't say that I'm like this all the time. I'm super clean. I won't say like OCD clean, but I'm super clean. And so it is really irking my nerves that I did not clean up the rest of the stuff of my nail stuff. Usually I put everything away. And then usually actually I think on some of my nail videos, there might not be too much of anything here. Like these powders wouldn't even have been sitting here. But I want to make sure that I get this done in time because he'll be back in no time. And then I'll be like, oh my gosh, he's back. Okay, so here it is with the bear. And I don't know, what do you guys think? I'm thinking leave the bear with the little tummy gem off, diamond off. I know what he would say. He would say, well, it's going to take away from the nail. You kind of have the crystals here. And I really thought I was going to use that bear. I might have to slip that bear into my red and pink nails for London for next month. I don't know. I might add him on there somewhere. I got to see. I got lips. I got some lipsticks. And then I have like the little Chanel No. 5 perfume bottles. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. I got all of that on Amazon. So you're going to see that in my next video for my nails. I might even make a video of taking these off because like I said, it was easier to take it off than it was to put it on. Remember the one that was crooked? But I think I'm actually liking this. Yeah, I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to put the little bear in there because I think the crystals are enough. So I'm not too happy with my left hand. I'm not going to lie. Considering how long it's been since I've done them, considering the fact that it was harder to hold them straight, trying to keep the bubbles out of them, trying to push it down, and then keeping the cuticle part down. And I think, like I said, the tip of the finger, I think it's called the free edge. So keeping all of that down on the nail and holding, I mean, you have a lot of range of motion that you have with this Flash Pro Light. Don't get me wrong, especially if you bend it in the right area. Be careful with it because like I said, if you move it, it comes off. Hold on to the light part because like I said, it's magnetically on there. And if you twist, it'll twist right off. So I don't know. I think it was just where I had the lamp sitting and everything like that. And I was just, I was going through it. I couldn't think straight. It was hot. I say that a lot in my videos. I'm usually a little bit more focused than that. But when it comes to something like this, you know, this is one of those practice makes perfect things. And it's, if you don't practice, then you won't even get close to perfect. Like a year later, you'll still be at the level I'm at. I've missed a total of about, what, 5 months of practicing or of doing my nails. Yeah, and I said I like this, but after a while, this is the trouble you're gonna have with this Macart nail glue thing. I figure I might as well clean up while I'm talking to you guys. But for the most part, I mean, I think I'm done. Oh, you know what? Let me put him back in there. Because I will. I'll close this up and then I'll wrap up everything, and everything I'm going to throw away here, and I'll toss that little bear in there. And I mean, obviously with charms, if they don't break, you can reuse them. So I hate wasting stuff. And I have yet to even use these. But yeah, I think it will take away from the crystals. Okay, so I will give you one more look at my hand. I will try to stay still. If it blurs, it blurs. I'm sorry. My phone is iffy like that. I'm just happy to be finished. And I'm hoping I get as fast with my left hand as I am with my right hand. Because I'll have to tell you, like, honestly, with the dip method with the spoon, it's, like I said, either way, dip method is messy, but layer after layer after layer, it just simply takes time. And so I would have to say, if you learn to do both, if you learn to use monomer and the powder, then I mean, that's great. But don't get frustrated, because I'm going to tell you from experience. I'll tell you guys really quick. When I first started doing the dip method and doing it with a spoon, that was my first time doing both. I was like, okay. I remember the video I watched and I just kind of went through it, you know. I was using half cover tips, so I kind of didn't have a choice but to put a certain amount of layers of powder on there just to get it to where I could shape it, which I was still working on learning how to do. And it was, after a while, I mean, I was like just painting the step 2 base on there, and it's not like this stain resistant top coat. It's thicker. Okay, so, and like I said, sometimes it burns your eyes, it burns your nose. You'll be sitting there fanning your face and stuff like that. And then if you don't record, I mean, house fan. Yeah, because if you use a regular fan and sit it anywhere, I mean, the powder, right? It's going to blow everywhere. So, I mean, if you have an AC unit, then that's where it's going to come in handy. You're really going to be happy, especially right now since it's like scorching hot outside, right, in the house. But yeah, I had no choice but to keep putting layers, even if I got to 3 and I liked it. And then if I wanted to look even, some powders I had to put 4. And so it led to me saying, you know what? It was a judgment call. It depended. Like the bright colors, I found I didn't have to put as many layers, but I mean, it was a process. And because step 2 base is so thick, you can't really paint it as fast as you would like, or as fast as you would have to. I'm trying to say as fast as you would have to if you were painting this on. Okay, and then what I tried with this on the right hand, I said, I took my hand and kind of pointed my fingers down and tried to paint on that stain resistant top coat that way, because like I said, you could take it and turn it over and just keep spreading it until you get it to the level that you want, okay, of being even. And so what I like about using full cover nails, even if I were to use the plastic ones, like the ones I have from Goo Trades, I like the fact that, I mean, there was little to no shaping at all. I barely went over the top of some of these nails. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to kind of go with it. I just kind of, you know, left it how it was. So what you guys saw earlier, there wasn't too much prep after that. As a matter of fact, I was actually surprised. Like my pinky, I think my thumb, the pinky I had to do a little bit of the sides, and then this one I did a little bit of the side, and like I said, I had to put another layer on that finger. And then on this one, I did the top a little bit. I think one side is higher grit than the other, and the higher grit, the finer the grit is on a file. So hopefully I explained that correctly and didn't say that backwards. Now over here, the pinky was not being my friend. I had to file on that one a little bit more than I wanted to. And I do wish the nails had more of the tapered square look. So they look like tapered square nails, kind of, sort of, until you get them on. This one, yeah, Yeah, this one, yes. So maybe it's just the powder and the length of the pinky here. But let me hold my hand up and see if I can hold it really still. And then, like I said, in the description box, I'm going to put the hand, the finger, the powder. That way you guys know what color I used. Okay, so I'm going to get out of here. I have to figure out how to clean my hands off because I just finished curing this, and maybe I'll use alcohol or something like that. And I don't know why. Let me know if this happens to you. If every time or almost every time you do your nails, you end up wanting finger foods, chicken strips, tacos. I mean, this stuff takes a while for it to stop having that smell on your hands and to get off your hands, right? You instantly, if you're like me, you instantly want to wash your hands. And you know that that's a no-no. Whether you're using half cover tips or full cover tips, that's a big no-no, right? At least wait an hour, right? So I keep telling myself that, but right now I'm about to have tacos when my husband gets back, and I'm like, yeah. I'm like, oh no. I couldn't figure out what I wanted, and he was like, well, that's usually your go-to when you don't know what you want to eat. So, I mean, there it is. It is what it is. Hopefully I can get the majority of at least the smell of whatever got on my fingers off. But you guys, thank you for watching. And like I said, it is too frustrating for me to do a video with my non-dominant hand. It just is. Now, knowing my luck, going through the right hand, if I was recording, something would have happened. But if not, you guys would be like, oh, okay, she's getting pretty good. You know, with me using my left hand, I kind of felt like, just give up. Just, if they say anything in the comments, I'm there with you. Like, if you would tell me you really should just go back to the shop, trust me, I actually agree with you. Okay, but I have way too many not polished products. I just got another order. No. 4th of July sale came around. That 30% off. I will have to say, you guys, you don't know this, but at first it was set to 25% and they didn't know. And I noticed after I placed my order that it was still at 25%. So I wrote them, they corrected it. Like I said, hi, you guys, thank you guys for fixing it. And then they went on there and then they fixed it to 30%. And then they usually, I would say like half of the time I'm noticing that they'll extend their sale, but I'm wondering if part of the reason why they extended their sale this time is because they didn't realize it was set to 25%. And that's what they told me on Facebook. So I'm really happy that I was able to let them know and that they were able to fix it and that they extended the sale. So I hope you caught the 30% sale. The next biggest sale, I would have to say, if they do the 35%, I think it's going to be Christmas or New Year's. Yeah. Okay, so don't quote me on that, but I think 35% is the most they've ever offered. And coming up in August, I think you're looking at maybe 25% depending on what sale they're going to do. I'm not quite sure. Okay, so I'm not polished. I think it's called Ambassador. I don't know what that entails. Okay, so I'm not going to sit here and even imply that they give the ambassadors free things, like to make videos or something like that. I don't know what it would take or if they're even still doing it because they probably have so many. So like I said, everything you see in a video was paid for. And if I got a sale, it was a sale that was offered to everybody. And then try the codes. That's my last tip for you guys, is try the codes. Sometimes on the first page, it'll show the code there. And sometimes it won't tell you that the sale is still going. Most of the time, they don't take their sale off their first page unless it's no longer going. But I've noticed that sometimes, like one of those months, June, or I think it was June or maybe May. I don't think it was July, but we'll say May, June, or July. One of those months, there was like multiple sales still going at the same time. And so I just got curious, and I think I made an order every 3 months. So I have a problem. I need to go to Not Polished or Nail Products Anonymous. And yeah, I need help. But at least I have everything at my fingertips, whatever I want to use. And then over time, I mean, there's no way I can run out of the stuff. There isn't. If I were to just give you guys, like, here's my nail product tour, you would be like, you seriously need to, if they have meetings, to go to a meeting. Like, you need help. And some of you will be like, girl, I feel you. I don't want to sit there and be like, I would rather have a bright pink. I don't want to use this and then have to wait for it to come in the mail. So I hate for stuff to wait for stuff coming in the mail. I can't. I cannot stand it. I track it to the door. Okay, yes. And I believe UPS or one of them, FedEx, takes pictures of where they left your package. So I'm happy that they did that because I've always thought that would be a good idea. And one of them implemented that into their company. And that's great for me because I'm telling you, I watch my packages like a hawk. Okay. I know when they're going to come. And cameras, everything, I'm telling you. And it's not obviously cameras for the packages, but yeah, they're there. But I'm like, not even a point of it notifying me because I already know that it's at the front door. So yes, that is me. Prime, like I told someone the other day, just really quick, I'll tell you, I said, Prime is 2-day shippings. Not I ordered it today, okay? It's 2-day shipping, okay? So if I order on Monday, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I expect to see it on Wednesday. I do, unless I ordered it in the afternoon. And like I said, Prime sometimes has that like overnight, do you want it tomorrow? And you're looking at like, it's 6 p.m. here. They're not going to get this to me in time for tomorrow. And they're pretty good. It'll be at the door. So take advantage of Amazon. When they offer it to you, don't not believe it. Okay. It's true. If you've never tried it because you thought I would hate to do this and I don't get it in time, and I do have Prime, or let's say you don't have Prime and they offer it, go for it. It will be at your door the next day. It's not very often if they say, do you want it tomorrow, that you don't get it the next day with Amazon. So yeah. And then with Not Polished, you have an option. You can either get yourself up to free shipping. And even with the free shipping, you can choose the not free shipping. And then I don't know how much faster it'll come because I always try to get free shipping. I always try to give myself enough time to be able to use the products for what I want them for. So I'm not going to say I'll see you guys in 2 weeks unless I find that I have to take these off. And then we'll just go from there. Okay, because even the way I did it to put another nail on, I can't remember which nail was, it went on seriously crooked when they glued on. I didn't do the whole steps of what I saw on a video of how to take it off. I didn't use foil or anything like that. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but yeah, it's going to be maybe a bit of a process. I'm hoping my nails looked as nice as they did when I got it off. And I was happy I was able to get it off because I just couldn't even crook it. And when I started filing it, let me tell you, one last thing. Okay, so when you file, I was looking for the nails. I forgot I moved them. When you file these nails, I don't know if it's just me. I don't know if I use too strong of a grits. I have not a clue, but I thought, okay, it might look stiletto, but that's okay. I've had where one finger of a stiletto before, especially unicorn nails. Yeah, if you have like all coffin or all square, tapered square, and then that one stiletto, it's really cute like that. But no, it was not having it. I can't even explain to you what it did. It was like it started to fold it up some. I don't know if it's because it's what these nails are made out of, but it did not work. Okay, and I don't know, maybe because I was trying to file it with itself, like by itself, no powder on it. But fair warning, if you know how to do your nails so well that you're used to doing a little shaping thing kind of before you put anything on them, that might not be the case with these nails. Okay, you might not have the same experience. Okay, with these soft gel nails. So be careful. Okay, be careful because you might find yourself having to take it off and put a whole nother nail on and starting that whole nail over. I found as long as there's powder on top, it's cool. But if you don't have no powder on top, no, don't even entertain the idea. I'm telling you, you will be upset. I was just looking at like I was like, what happened? It looks like it partly folded and partly melted somewhat a little bit. It was odd. I'm sure it can be done. I just know I don't have the skill to do it. And I would hate for you to get almost to the end like I did. Or be in the beginning like, okay, glue them on and bam. And then it's just pouring the stuff on there. You guys saw how easy it was, right? And then have that happen because it does take a minute. For about 10, 15, 20 minutes, you will be trying to get that nail off. And if you tried to file it first, you might find that you just wasted your time. That's just me. That's just what happened to me. I know you guys didn't see that part in camera. I made sure that I didn't even put you guys through that. So yeah, that was my experience with it. Was just a fair warning. You may not be able to file them without powder on them to get the shape that you want. Okay, so you guys have a safe day. Thank you for watching Upfront and Honest Reviews. And as always, I love not polished products. I don't really have anything negative to say. I try to say anything negative if I can about anything anyway. Like I said, I try to have a positive channel. But when I say I love their products and their quality products, I really do, and they really are. And they really are beginner user friendly. Okay, so some companies will say things like that just to push their product, just to get a sale. And no, not polished. I would have to say I haven't used Valentino or anything like that, Kara Sky, anything like that. But I could not see myself even switching to try. And I know that's not fair to the other companies, but I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? You just kind of go with what works. And so for me, the products work too well for me to switch. Okay, I do have polishes from other companies, but I find that the majority of my, what do you call that? Not stock, of my, I guess, collection. There we go. The majority of my collection of nail products is not polished when it comes to powders and stuff like that, and polishes. And you guys, I can't wait to see what they're going to do. I think what Soft Girl Era is supposed to come out. There was something else they were supposed to come out with. They said that they might do natural XL square nails. So if they do XL, then I don't know if they're going to do it in the other shapes, the stiletto, the almond. They're the only ones I've seen with the ones with round. They do have round. And so I don't know. I don't know when that's going to happen. And then I can't remember. I'll probably remember it when I stopped recording. There was something else that they were coming up with I was waiting for. Oh, I was waiting to see if they were going to have a duo of the two powders that I can't pronounce that are in the birthday box. So I don't know. I will have to say that I think role play and the one I call Licious is probably close, but role play might be a little bit brighter. And I was curious. So I probably could have pulled out role play. Yeah, I probably could have. This hand, I wish I had a little bit more of color. So I like this bare band on here because it's giving it a little bit more color. I think it's just kind of plain. It really is. I was debating on putting one layer of another color, seeing if I could actually top one of these fingers. But I'll see. I'll see what happens when I do a whole new different set of colors anyway. So it's not that it's not pretty. It's just, it's not for me. Yeah, I like the see-through part of it, but it definitely, I don't know how to explain that. I don't know what pink that is, but I don't know. I don't know if it needs more glitter in it. I can't really tell you. I mean, you might get the color and you may love it, but I think maybe it's just the fact that it's light. I don't know. Like I said, it's growing on me. All right, you guys. I'm going to see you guys later. Bye.